Hello, everybody. Welcome to the All of It and More podcast, episode 13. It's been about a month, and I'm so sorry. It's been a crazy ride the last month. I don't know about you all, but January kind of hit me in the face. And we've had a lot of fun things, both in the gym and the online coaching. And I just started, y'all are going to think I'm nuts, but I'm really excited about it, helping direct the musical portion of The Fiddler on the Roof at the school that I teach at. And so it's with the middle school and high schoolers, and I'm absolutely loving it. So it's just kind of taking up more time and trying to balance it all. And I know all of you that are listening struggle with the balances, or maybe you'll have it figured out. I don't know, but that's kind of where I'm at. So I'm so sorry it's been a few minutes, but I just want to fill you all in on what has transpired. I know we last talked about the Tucson Marathon and how that all happened, like what happened and my experience with that. And then a couple weeks later, I had signed up. It's been a while. It was in the works, but I knew I was going to be doing my second ultra marathon in Santan, the Santan Trails with Aravaipa. And it was another 50K. It turned out to be like 51 because it was 32 miles. They're never quite exact. But I want to share a little bit about that experience so you all kind of have a glimpse of what my trail world has been like. And then I kind of want to talk more about I have a lot of athletes that are running the Mesa Marathon in less than a week, and it's been super exciting to see so many of them just making huge bounds and steps and leaps and bounds in their training, and it's been really awesome to take a front seat, and I cannot wait to share with you all what they are accomplishing. And then just sharing, like, after the marathon, we are launching a really awesome digital course that will kickstart anybody interested in running, or you feel lost in your running world. I have a lot of mutual friends that run, but they just kind of are just staying in the same space, and they're not like seeing progress, or they're getting injured. And so we created a 5-week course that guides either a new runner or a seasoned runner, and helps them understand the importance of identifying the right form, having strength, the right fueling, like answering questions that you never thought you would have until you're like in the sport. So, and being a person that like kind of jumped into running and experiencing things for the first time, and I didn't really have that support system until I moved to Arizona. I wish I had this course to help me and like help me understand what my body's doing and how to fuel it and what to do for strength, all those things that tie together to keep you injury free and successful in your running. So yeah, there's a lot going on, all these moving parts. So that's why I've kind of been on the sidelines, and podcast has kind of been not like the full effort into it. So my apologies. But let's talk about the ultra marathon. The ultra marathon was so much fun. I had a blast, and there's something about the trails. They are just less intense, but they're hard. It's so crazy. Like if the marathon, it's like the pavement. Road runners have just like a different vibe. Not a bad vibe, it's just different. And having the trails have just been really good for my soul and my heart. And I went into this ultra like I'm tired. My body's been really tired, and I'm trying to figure that piece out. And a lot more rest has been really, as I'm getting older, and finding like that's like been like the missing piece, and learning how to compartmentalize my stress and putting it on the sidelines. But the trail running has been part of that journey of finding what fuels you and makes you better as an athlete, both in the mindset and physically. So I was super excited. I knew this this was going to be a tough one, because Gold Mine is in this 10.5 mile loop. So you do it 3 times, clockwise and counterclockwise, and then clockwise again. And it was a beast, but honestly, it was so much fun. And you get to talk to people along the way. I think I met this girl, I forget her name, Kylie. And we would, like, the first loop, we were just chatting away, and we actually missed, like, where you're supposed to, we missed the start line again. So we had to go back or whatever. So it wasn't like in a marathon it'd be devastating, but in the trails you're like, oh, okay, well, blah blah blah, and you grab. And I had the bet, like Ashley was there, and she called herself like, it's like a Sherpa. She's awesome. And Jared, my husband, and they like teamwork were amazing at giving me what I need so I didn't have to like spend too much time there. They would like, I did fall the first loop, which was absolutely traumatizing. I was like really at a good pace and like busting it, but when it's called Dynamite Trail, you're going up and a slight up, and I was behind a guy, and we were talking, and then all of a sudden I'm on the ground, like skidded. It was awful. Like I was bleeding everywhere, and homeboy, he just kept going, and I'm just like, really? Okay. Like just say, hey, like, I don't know, courtesy, like, how are you doing? Are you okay? But that was just weird. So I kind of didn't like that part of it, and then that girl Kylie kind of caught up to me, and she's like, are you okay? I go, I just need something like for my blood, it's everywhere. And then people on the trail were there to help out, so that were not in the race. It was fine. And then you kind of just let the blood dry and you just deal with it after. So that was like a little traumatic, and I slowed down a bit because for like falling is, I don't know, I've been falling a lot this past year, so it was not the greatest experience to have that happen, but oh well, we kept going. And I met another guy, I forget his name, and I think he was from Idaho, and we were chatting a bit. So it was just nice to have like people to like do the hard things with. And finishing, I felt great. Fueling was awesome. The weather was perfect. I just love being on the trail. So if you have not done an ultra trail or just like a regular trail race, it doesn't have to be an ultra distance, but give it a try, give it a whirl, and just have fun with it. Like, it's something freeing about not worrying about the pace and just going by how it feels and what that trail is going to give you that day. And it's just like a huge gift for me, and I feel like in those moments it's just like a spiritual moment, and just chance to talk to God and be in his presence. It's really, I love, like, even Sundays I do a lot of trail running on my own, and past mountains close to our house, and it's just like, so it's like amazing just to have that moment, like, God created this is incredible, what a gift. So that's kind of where my ultra marathon, great experience, excited to do it again, looking into maybe a 50 miler, I'm not sure, nothing's really on the calendar. I will do a fall marathon and the Grand Canyon at some point this spring/summer, so lots of good things happening on that end. But I want to talk about tapering and the importance of listening to your coach on the taper crazies, because I have so many athletes that are so intense. We all are intense, right? And it's really hard to go from, oh, I'm running 40 miles a week and she's having me run 20 and resting for a full day. Yes, embrace it. And it's normal to feel the crazy. I promise you it's normal, but you need to embrace the rest and allow, like, fill that time, like maybe go do a project with your kids, or like take a cooking class, do something, read a book, watch a movie that you have been dying to watch, but you're too tired at 9 o'clock to watch it. Now you have a little more energy to do it, but be on top of your fueling, especially 3 days out. Really start carb loading, adding some more salt, depends on how the weather is. You just want to make sure you are doing all the things to be smart, so that race day you are ready to go. It does look like rain's on the forecast, so I've been telling my athletes, plan for the rain. The rain is not going to be, like, it's going to be maybe a deterrent, but we've been running in the rain. We've had quite a few rainy run days, so just, you always prepare for adversity. Something will happen, and if you prepare for it, it's not going to set you off. If you think everything's going to be like this perfect race, you're going to be really disappointed when something happens. So it's how you face that adversity and you prepare for it mentally as well as physically is going to determine how you perform on race day. So, like, for instance, my second or third half marathon, I accidentally tripped over this huge cone. It was like really embarrassing, and like I just wanted to quit like mile 3. But I didn't let it. I just kept going, and those things happen. I didn't plan for that to happen. That was adversity. What do you do in the face of adversity? If it's gonna rain, are we gonna wallow in our self-pity about it? No, we are gonna pick ourselves up. We're gonna plan for the rain and do what we can, because as I tell everybody, we can plan and have the perfect training cycle, but marathon day, it is all about what you can bring to the table, and you never know what that marathon's going to bring to you, and you have to be okay with it not being going perfect, because that's life. And that's why the marathon is so amazing, because it teaches you so much about life. You may have everything in control, but one little thing can set it off, and it's how you respond to that very thing determines how you're going to perform and how you're going to get through the hard stuff, right? Am I preaching or what today? But I mean, it's been 4 years I've been trying to PR. Every marathon I've learned something, and it's made me who I am today. So embrace. If it doesn't go the way you want it to go, in quotes, you will have learned something. It is a gift to walk on that starting line and to cross that finish line. So embrace it, have fun with it, and go crush it, because we all know what you can do and accomplish. Race day is just a little blip on the radar, because you've done months and months of preparation. We know what you can do. So I'm proud of all my athletes. I know they're going to do absolutely amazing. Thank you all. I'll be talking more about the Run Strong workshop. We have a free workshop coming up on February 16th. And then we will launch our official Run Strong digital course that is going to be able to do from home, wherever, whenever. But it's just an amazing tool for all runners of all walks of life to put in their back pocket to help them achieve the goals they want with running. Well, thanks for listening, friends. I hope you have the best day ever. And thanks for listening. I'll talk to you later. Bye.